There's hugely conflicting approaches to buying a business and then operating it, running it, or hiring out for it. And it almost always falls in two camps. People that you listen to say, well, you have to own and operate it. And then there's other people that are like, you can absolutely be absentee. I actually think it's a hybrid. I think that you can get a business to a what I would call strategic owner. I would never want to be completely absentee. Your business could fall off a cliff and you're absentee and not paying attention to it. I think you want to be still a strategic owner. That means still making sure you watch the accounts, keep up with sales, keep up with your team. That can be done in a couple of hours. You don't have to run the day to day. But I do think in order to get to that position, you've got to have a clear plan. So for me, I'm comfortable being semi-active in a company for a small period of time until I hire the right people and get the right systems and processes in place. That depends. It could take you 6 months. It could take you 3 months. It depends on the complexity of the business. Depends on who you're hiring and how experienced they are. If you have the available cash flow when you're modeling out in the deal, if you can afford it, model out to hire the best you can, because that's going to limit the amount of time that you need to put into the business. And so for me, I was pretty hands-on every other week for about 3 months for my steel fabrication business. I negotiate with my seller. He's still running the day-to-day for the first year, and then it was negotiable if I keep using him beyond a year, and it was even negotiable if we want to terminate it sooner. In fact, we did. We terminated it at 9 months because we both decided we didn't need him anymore because we had replaced him among other people as well. I was active enough in the business about every other week for a few days a week. I had to commute 3 hours from Asheville over to Winston-Salem, and I didn't want to be actively involved, so I made sure he ran the day-to-day. At month 3, I felt like I learned enough to hire the right CEO to run the day-to-day to really replace the seller. Now, with the seller replacing, we really thought it was 2 or 3 roles, but as soon as we hired the CEO, I now slowly am working less and less hours because my CEO is there and he's got 25 years of steel experience. So now I can talk to him on the phone multiple times a week. I can go there once every couple of weeks, but slowly but surely I got to where I was going once a month. And then within a year and a half, I was now going once a quarter. And now I live in California and my business in North Carolina. So I share this with you to say, not every deal is the same. Everyone that says you have to be owner operator or you can find absentee, I think it's very situational. It's based on the business, and it's based on, honestly, what you're willing to commit to for a certain amount of time and how much cash flow the business has to even hire the right people to get it to the situation you want. I talk a lot more in depth about this on the weekly call inside of SME Market, but feel free to ask me any questions that you might have.